Robert Sellers from 3Q Fitness is now warming up a team, and you're seeing some of the preliminary exercises that you're not only going to warm up for performance training on the court with all the half moons, the flying saucers, the bungees, but also he's doing some agility and flexibility warm-ups. Okay, Robert, are you ready?
Yep. Good. All right, ladies, let's go back to the inline. All right, so we're going to start with a general warm-up just to raise the heart rate and get good blood flow going through the body, just to warm up the muscles. We're going to start with just a regular jog going forwards, arm circles going forward as you jog forward to the center line, and then as you jog backwards, arm circle backwards. Okay, ready? Go.
So every team does different warm-ups. Every performance trainer does a little bit different warm-ups, but this particular warm-up he uses because he enjoys how it's fun, it's not boring, and it makes a lot of sense, especially for arms and hitting.
Okay, high knees. For this movement, we're going to make sure that their knees are high, they're flexing their ankles, and then they're moving from their shoulders as opposed to their elbows. So we're going to continue this warm up by increasing the core temperature, but also starting to warm up the shoulders more in a dynamic fashion. Okay, ready? Go.
Again, we talked about the experience level. We've got a senior, we have 3 juniors, and 2 sophomores in high school.
When you guys go, try to stay in line with each other. So use your peripheral vision to try to stay in the same line, as opposed to one person being out front and then one person being back. Just try to keep it as uniform as possible. Okay? All right, so we're going to do that again. Okay? High knees forward with big arm movements. Ready? Go. Very good.
And you notice you're always doing something that's specific to your warm-up and always having all the players doing the same
Next,
exact
we're going to go
exercise.
over a pillar skip, which requires a little bit more core strength, and it's a little bit more of an explosive movement. So we're going to be nice and tall, driving your foot down into the ground and making sure that you're skipping in nice and crisp fashion. Okay, ready? Go. Still using a big arm swing. Okay, same thing coming backwards. Ready? Go. Stay nice and tall. Okay. Next, we're going to do a knee hug to a lunge. And there are lunge variations that you can do all across the place. You can do overhead lunges. You can do lunges with rotation. Right now, we're going to just start with the regular knee hug to a lunge, starting with your right leg first. Ready? Go. As the athletes are doing this movement, you want to make sure that their knee stays in line with their toe, and it's also over their ankles. They're making sure that their torso stays nice and tall, and they're driving through their lead leg as they push off in the forward motion. Good job. Okay, facing me, same thing going forward. Ready? Go. One of the things that you want to stress is to make sure that balance is also exhibited when they're doing this movement. So if they're not balanced, make sure that they get balanced prior to moving forward out of that movement.
You'll also recognize that Robert is always encouraging with positives with each of the players, not necessarily always as a group.
Ready? Go. So Sheridan is going to show us a variation of this lunge with the overhead reach. So as she lunges forward, she's going to stay nice and tall as she reaches overhead. Good. And just go back to the regular. Good. Okay, coming back. This variation, Mary Kate is going to show us where you actually rotate. So her arms are going to come out once she lunges, and she's going to rotate to the side of the leg that lunged forward, or to her lead leg. Staying nice and tall, making sure that she rotates through her spine as opposed to swaying. She also wants to make sure that she maintains that knee position over her ankle. Okay?